I think you said it's match 145. So it means that we're going to play the match 145 of this year's CAF Champions League.
154.
154.
Yes.
So when you look back and you think that this competition had 154 matches, or will have 154 matches, and we are on the last one, the decisive one, the sensation that you have is obviously a sensation that goes along with emotions of proudness, of sense of work done, sensation of a lot of people that would like to live this moment and stay behind. At the same time, a lot of respect for all those clubs and people and referees and CAF officials and supporters that throughout all of Africa lived this year edition of the CAF Champions League. Obviously that on the point where we are, there's nothing more than fight, prepare, wish that we can do it up to the end. It has been such a beautiful journey, difficult one, with moments of joy, happiness, tears, sweat, hard work that my players and my club have been preparing in such a committed way that we need to think that it's possible after the first match to arrive here, be part of a beautiful moment of celebration of the game itself, but mostly make the best you can in order to lift the trophy and give to, as you said, to the club what the club is chasing for the last 10 years.
Ronwen, for you personally and for the club?
League title.
Well, first of all, I think that recognizing that it's a fourth time for a club to be in a CAF Champions League final, and for myself, the third one is that we are speaking about the dimension of the club where I work, where I had the chance to work, and obviously the volume of work and commitment and investment we also put it on these campaigns. I think the most important thing in the moment where we are is that at the same time we look with a great ambition, maybe the strongest ever, regarding the match of tomorrow, but at the same time we, as you said, recognize what we achieved in the past. And as I said, I was on the way here thinking a little bit about other finals that I also played, and for sure I believe that in the head of Ronwen something like that has for sure passed. The ones where we could do the things in the right way and take the trophy, the ones where we didn't do it in our careers. And sometimes the game itself gives you the trophy in the games you don't deserve and takes you out in the ones that you deserve. It's a really difficult one to really be sure about. I remember I played the Youth League final, that is the Under-19s Champions League in Europe, in a year that started the war, 2014, in Ukraine. And that team was able, of the boys suffering, seeing their houses being burned, seeing their families losing people, seeing the country being destroyed, and they were able to reach a final of a competition like that. They didn't win. That final was lost with Chelsea. But it was a great statement of a group of boys that wanted so much to show sport results in a moment of difficulty. Not all the defeats are losses. Not all the victories are really achievements in life in general, and in sports also. Obviously, we understand that marking a career, marking a club by a trophy like the one we're going to fight for tomorrow is an ultimate desire, wish, and lifts everything to another dimension. We have that as clear, and that's why we want so much to do it. And that is the commitment that we had since last year, that we didn't achieve the victory, to be stronger than ever, in order to understand the way to try to arrive and have a second chance. And here we are. So let's hope in the right moments we can take the game and make it fall for our side. And if it means that we were the strongest team, that would be even better, because everybody will recognize that we truly deserve to lift the trophy. This game, as any other game, will have 4 different moments that the team has to handle in the right way. There will be moments that we have to play it without the ball. It means that we have to defend in order to conquer the ball. Sometimes defending can be the most aggressive moment of your game if you are really committed and strong and aggressive on the way you defend. But there will be moments that we will have the ball. And it's important also to play that moment because that moment puts us more aligned with what we are as identity of a team and of a club. I think it's very important that we are a very strong team on those 4 moments. Also, we need to really be strong on defensive and offensive set pieces, and that's how you can win a match like this. Regarding the public, I think that we all work all our careers to play matches like this. What is difficult is when you go to play somewhere in the middle of nothing. There's no supporters, there's no fans from no one, and you feel that you are playing just... So we live for these moments. We prepare ourselves for these moments. Obviously, that is important to understand that first, any kind of game must be lived in the proper sports spirit. We will be tomorrow again the image of Africa to the world. And I just hope that the same spirit I saw between the players inside the 4 lines in the first match is the one that whatever happened throughout the match is kept until the end. We should never forget that the world is watching us. And Africa should be represented by the highest principles that exist in the game itself and in sports. We should not allow people to have the minimum chance to speak nothing more than praises by the organization, by the capacity, by the sport spirit, by the quality of the game that will be played tomorrow. Outside of the 4 lines, the same. The respect should be kept. We will have our families on the stands, and I would not like, of course, to see my family not living nothing more than a beautiful football party, like we saw in most of the matches of the AFCON, that Morocco so nicely held. And that is also the image that we need to go to live for the next World Cup. We should never forget, and the country should not forget, that pretty soon there will be a high level competition to be held here that should be also come and be organized under a beautiful example that we can live tomorrow. I think that's what is going to happen. I think that is what's going to happen.
Next question. Yes, gentleman there.
Thank you very much for the question. It's an interesting one. I think that the fact that we played 21 days, 7 matches, could have affected a little bit the intensity of the first one. I think that our biggest concern was obviously to provide on the time that we had between the first match and the one from tomorrow, to provide a proper recovery for the players, to make them breathe a little bit, and work mainly then on 2 training sessions that we didn't want to be too long but quite intense, preparing us also for the intensity that we expect to have on the match. No, I don't think it will condition the players. I think the players are ready, because also in these moments the readiness doesn't come only, obviously that comes from the physical impact of the game, but comes also for the mental state you want to live throughout the match. And going a little bit back on the previous question of the fans, and it's important that the players relate with the right emotions throughout all the match. What kind of emotions they want to live when they play a game or a football game. And living the right ones take us obviously towards the direction that we want to have. And for sure that's what the boys, considering the level of experience and past experiences on similar situations, they will help each other to hold and to take the game in the direction we want to take.
Don't forget.
Premier match. Est-ce une pression ou une faveur?
Ok. Merci pour la question. Je crois que la meilleure façon d'affronter le match de demain, c'est de penser que c'est un match. Il n'a pas de passé, il n'a pas le match qu'on a joué à Pretoria. Et jouer le match avec le respect qu'on doit avoir pour nous-mêmes, en concernant l'intention de jouer le match sur le plan de jeu qu'on a défini, qu'on a travaillé. Mais aussi, bien sûr, comprendre que l'adversaire qu'on a en face, qu'on a bien étudié, qu'on a bien préparé, et pas préparer le match à penser qu'on a fait un résultat dans nous à domicile et qu'est-ce qui peut se passer et on va défendre, non. Seulement une équipe très complète sur les 4 moments du jeu aura quelques chances de gagner des matchs. Bien sûr que le résultat pendant le match, au cours du match, ça sera une chose qu'on doit gérer, mais on doit jouer pour un résultat, on doit jouer pour faire un but, on doit jouer pour, si on fait en première, pour le garder, on doit travailler pour un deuxième, et si l'inverse se passe aussi, regarder le match de ce côté et faire tous jusqu'au moment que l'arbitre peut fermer le match. Vraiment, c'est comme ça que les grosses équipes jouent un match comme ça. Responsabilité, une fantastique responsabilité, mais surtout un gros alignement, un gros commitment sur ce qu'on veut faire dans tout le moment du match. Merci pour la question. Bien sûr, c'est clair que si le résultat était de 0, c'était meilleur, mais il était beaucoup pire s'il était en 1, en match nul. Il était meilleur 0-0 qu'en 1. On savait certainement que le deuxième match serait toujours le match décisif. On a pris un avantage, c'est un avantage. On n'a pas encaissé un match, un but à domicile. Ça nous donne un peu d'avantage. Mais seulement c'est important si on le fait ici. Donc c'est avec cette mentalité qu'on doit jouer le match demain. Comme j'ai dit, il y a 4 moments du jeu, être fort sur les 4 plans. Et même quand tu es à défendre, regarder toujours la possibilité d'aller là-bas et faire notre travail. Je crois que vraiment c'était bien sûr excellent si on avait fait plusieurs buts, mais on doit garder le résultat qu'on a et jouer le match de demain, comme j'ai dit déjà, comme si on n'avait pas quelques autres matchs et commencer comme s'il était 0-0 et après on va voir avec le cours du match comme le gérer.
Mehdi, for the last question, please, for the coach. Sorry.
Look, there's no overconfidence or nothing that we do in life. We know where we stand. We know how the quality of the team that we're going to play against. We know the quality of the teams we played in the semi-finals, in the quarters of finals. So we know where we are, the competition where we are. And also at the same time, we know what we have to do. Overconfidence is not a question of not respecting the opponent. It's not respecting yourself. Because when you are overconfident, you don't play on the limit of everything you have to give. And we know that we need to do it. We need to take ourselves to a place where maybe we were never. And if we go there, in terms of the physical impact of the game, but also and especially the tactical and strategical plan, if we go there, then we'll be much closer to achieve something. If we don't take ourselves in that mindset and we don't, as a team, perform towards that direction, then we'll stay behind and that will put us in risk. So I don't expect nothing of that to happen. I expect ourselves to be in such a level of commitment that we will obviously manage the moments of the game in the best way.
Thank you.
Manage the game in the best way. With these words, we close the...
Be amazing for all the players, for the team. We know how important the CAF Champions League is to us. We know the amount of work and effort that we've put in over the last few years. So hopefully we can go all the way and lift it. Obviously it will be a morale boost for the national team as well. But for now I think the most important is the club, and how badly we want it. So we've knocked on the door a few times. We're there now. Hopefully the door will open tomorrow.
My question is for Williams. How do you plan to handle the pressure of supporters in a such tough stadium like this? Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum. We enjoy it. We enjoy playing in such atmospheres in front of sold-out crowd. It's what we live for. We enjoy the pressure. We enjoy the moment. And that's what comes playing a Champions League final. Full stadium, sold out. But we've got the experience. We've done it for the past few years. But every game brings its own challenges, opportunities. We're well prepared for every situation that the game will throw at us. But I think it's going to be a beautiful day for Mamelodi Sundowns. I think we've worked extremely hard. We've learned a lot of tough lessons over the last few years, but we kept going. For us to be here again, back to back, speaks volumes of the team and the mentality that we have. So we will be prepared. It's going to be a wonderful game, a beautiful game, sold out crowd, and that's what we live for. So we're looking forward to it, and that's what will make it more beautiful. Africa to the world, show how colorful we are, the energy that we bring, the different atmospheres. Each country has their own unique, special way of doing things. And it's no different. We experienced that at AFCON and we enjoyed it, playing in front of the crowd. We felt the love. We've been feeling the love this week as well. So we're happy to be here, and hopefully tomorrow we'll celebrate together. Every game is a big game at Sundowns. We need to win each and every game. But the magnitude of this moment is massive. It is probably the biggest. And we know how important the CAF Champions League is to Africa, is to South Africa, is to Mamelodi Sundowns. So I think I'll probably rank it up there with the best match, the most important. We are just glad and happy that we are here again. The football gods gave us another opportunity to rectify our mistakes from the previous campaign. We've got the experience, we've got the know-how, and we'll enjoy the moment. But the most important thing is to make sure that we lift the cup. Yeah, I think you're right. The match of this magnitude is always about the mentality and the mental strength, the mental capacity. How you can deal with each and every situation comes down to how focused you are, your mindset, how calm you are. The game is a massive game, but you need to still remain calm, be in control of your emotions. That's the most important thing. We know coming to North Africa, we know the crowd, we know the support, we know how they lift the team, but we need to carry our emotions on a positive, just be calm, stick to our identity, because when things get tough, you can get over it by sticking to your identity, because that's what you resonate with, that's what you know. But I think the most important thing is just to deal with our emotions and keep ourselves intact, stick to the game plan, because we won't hear each other out there. So the most important thing is just to remain calm, stick together, control our emotions, and play our football, because that's what we know.
Yes.
See you later. Thank you, coach, and good job.